All the esteemed fairy masters want to claim me. Yu Bingyun said, "You little guy," Zhao Nan said. "As the old saying goes, biting off more than you can chew. I already have my own cultivation technique. Senior sister, I appreciate your kindness, but I will pass." Yu Bingyun suddenly pinched Xiao Nan's ear. Xiao Nan cried out in pain, "Ouch, ouch, ouch! Senior sister, what are you doing?" Yu Bingyun said, "Then I will chew it for you and feed you mouth to mouth. You are going to take my cultivation manual whether you can handle it or not." A system notification appeared. "Received minor damage, Constitution +1, Xiao Nan said. "Senior sister, you have such intense tastes." Yu Bingyun said, Stop joking around. I am your lifesaver after all. You should at least know how to show gratitude." Yu Bingyun continued to pinch Xiao Nan's ear as he said in pain, "Sorry, sorry, sorry. Senior sister, whatever conditions you have, let us hear them, okay?" Xiao Nan thought to himself, "Forget it. A wise man avoids present trouble. Let me see what cultivation technique this is first." Yu Bingyun threw a book into Xiao Nan's face and said, "This is the Starfire Qi Refinement Scripture. Come to Red Dust Peak every night, and I will guide your cultivation." It was indeed the Starfire Qi Refinement Scripture. Xiao Nan thought to himself, "If I am supervised during cultivation every day, with this curse system enhancing everything, the harder I work, the more miserable I might become. In the end, I might turn into 3-segment Xiao again. But this cultivation manual sounds really powerful." Yu Bingyun said, "Do not worry. This manual is a great opportunity for you. As long as you cultivate diligently, you will definitely pass the month-end assessment." Xiao Nan said, 10 days. "I have many other things to attend to." Yu Bingyun said, 3 days. Xiao Nan said, 10 days. Yu Bingyun said, 4 days. Xiao Nan said, 10 days. Yu Bingyun raged in anger and said, 5 days, not a day less. If you do not agree, I will kill you with one palm strike." Xiao Nan broke into a sweat and said, I understand." Xiao Nan thought to himself, he must be afraid of delaying progress with the Sword Codex. Darn it, is Shan Wuyan's technique really that good? Yu Bingyun noticed something and looked behind. She received a paper crane and said to herself, "Urgent sect news?" She then jumped away and said, "I have matters to attend to today. Review it yourself, and in 5 days meet me at the peach grove below Red Dust Peak." Xiao Nan said, "Okay, looks like I truly have the freeloader supreme body. Always getting special treatment from powerful supporters." He thought to himself, the feeling of skipping 20 years of hard work is not bad at all. Heh. Xiao Nan said, "Jokes aside, there is no such thing as a free lunch in this world. If I do not improve myself and if they turn against me, I might really lose my life. I need to quickly master these techniques and make them my own. First form requires at least 2 spiritual roots at grade 7. Second form requires grade 6. Suddenly he felt something. Xiao Nan said, "What is happening?" He teleported. Xiao Nan said, "Is this inside the cultivation manual?" That woman, she does not look like senior sister. As the lady took out a sword, a powerful energy surged and slashed towards Xiao Nan. Xiao Nan said, "What the heck, I am just learning a cultivation technique. This will not be life-threatening, right?" As it hit Xiao Nan's temple, he shouted, "Ah!" As he entered a state of enlightenment, a system notification appeared. Host passively comprehended Starfire Qi Refinement Scripture First Form. Starfire covering sky. Comprehension +1. Xiao Nan closed the book and said, "Was that the initiation state of the cultivation technique?" This cultivation technique is definitely on the same level as the Sword Codex. A system notification appeared. Host, Xiao Nan Physique, Fire Poison Tyrant Body Current Spiritual Energy. Stage 610. 1,078 out of 50,000 Constitution. Grade 6 2,003 out of 10,000 Gold Spiritual Root. Grade 9 0 out of 100 Wood. Spiritual Root. Grade 8 100 out of 500 Water Spiritual Root. Grade 9 0 out of 100 Fire Spiritual Root. Grade 7 600. 2 out of 2,000 Wind Spiritual Root. Grade 7 678 out of 2,000. Stamina. Wind 767 of 2,000 Soul. Grade 8 287 out of 500. Xiao Nan said, "The first form of the Sword Codex has requirements for Constitution, while the Starfire Qi Refinement Scripture has requirements for Spiritual Root. Although my cultivation level is not high, my basic abilities just happen to meet their requirements. Who exactly are these 2 women? Can ordinary inner disciples really give away such cultivation techniques so casually?" A system notification said, "Host passively comprehended Starfire Qi Refinement Scripture First Form. Comprehension plus 1A system notification said, Host. Passively comprehended Starfire Chi refinement scripture first form. Comprehension plus 1 Xiao Nan said, Could this be my true cheat code? Ihi. Gaining opportunities by freeloading, and from here climbing to life's peak. Xiao Nan asked, The Tai Chi Sacred Sect wants to advance the Spring Trial Conference? Yu Bingyun said, During each recruitment, our sword sect, Tai Chi Sacred Sect, Small Western Heaven Buddhist Gate, and Inquiry Valley all send 8 new disciples to the Secret Realm Trials to complete tasks and gain rewards. Nominally, it is to train newcomers and improve cultivation, but in reality, it is a secret competition between sects. Shan Wuyan asked, Why advance? Senior NIU replied, According to our disciples' reports, the newly discovered secret realm is outside the influence of the 4 sects, and many cultivators were present when it was found. For fairness, all 4 sects will send disciples. Molly said, If all 4 sects are going together, it should be fine. Jinshu asked, Should we reconsider our selections? Senior NIU said, The 4 elders need not worry. I have already selected 8 new disciples who have entered the Qi refining realm. I believe they will impress all 4 sects in the secret realm trial. He took out a note, revealing the names, Luwen Yuan, Kishao Yu, Xiao Wei Rong, Luo Zhenbei, Wei Chong Xiao, Shu Changgang, Chabo Yu, Zhang Shenji. Yu Bingyun asked, Who will lead the Tai Chi Sacred Sect team? I have heard Nalan Guor is the most talented disciple in the Tai Chi Sacred Sect in recent years. Senior Niu said, They will likely send her to lead the team. Yu Bingyun said, Nalan Guor, huh? Interesting. Senior Niu asked, Grand Elder, is there a problem? Yu Bingyun replied, It is nothing. Announce that we will hold a martial arts competition in 1 week. The top 8 will participate in the 4 sects spring trial conference to uphold the prestige of our sword sect. And Xiaonan, what expression will you have when you see your fiancé again? Xiaonan stretched outside and saw others walking up the stairs. He looked confused. Hurry up, we are going to be late. Xiaonan caught up and asked, Wait, where are you all going so early in the morning? A cultivator said, The instructor asked us to gather urgently. He said there is an important announcement. His brother said, Senior brother, let us hurry, or we will be punished by the instructor for being late. A few moments later, Senior Niu shouted, Silent! Everyone, since the 4 sects have simultaneously discovered a small secret realm, after consultation between all sects, it was decided to send entry-level disciples from each sect to the secret realm trial ahead of schedule. 1 week later, the sword sect will hold a martial arts competition to select representatives to participate in the trial. Xiaonan asked, What is the sect trial? A disciple replied, The 21 provinces hold the 4 sects spring trial conference every recruitment season, and before that, each sect arranges for disciples to go down the mountain for trials and to complete missions. Xiaonan said, I see. Know your enemy and yourself, and you will win every battle, right? A boy said, I did not expect your brain to work so quickly. Senior NIU announced, Only those who enter the top 8 can represent the sword sect, attend the upcoming 4 sects spring trial conference, compete with the world's talented youths, and glorify the sword sect's reputation. You may also nominate yourselves and actively sign. Xiaonan asked, Instructor, how does this secret realm compare to our sect's flame prison wind tunnel in terms of danger? Senior NIU answered, This newly discovered secret realm is called Crimson Wind Purgatory. It is said to contain many precious treasures, but in terms of danger level compared to the flame prison wind tunnel, it is more rather than less dangerous. A man said, A secret realm more terrifying than the flame prison wind tunnel? Would we newcomers not just be going to our deaths? His friend replied, Forget it. We have talented seniors like Brother Ji Bo and Sister Qiu Lan among us. Let them bring glory to our sect. Another added, Yes. With great power comes great responsibility. Senior Niu said, If no one is willing to sign up, I will select the 8 disciples with the highest cultivation among the newcomers. Suddenly, a voice shouted, Me! It was Xiao Nan, and he continued to shout, I want to participate. Xiao Nan thought to himself, Something more dangerous than the flame prison wind tunnel is an opportunity presenting itself. Senior Niu said, Xiao Nan, this is no joking matter. If I remember correctly, you only had spiritual energy level 5. When did you reach level 6? Zhao Nan said, Is there a sect rule that entry-level disciples at the spirit realm cannot sign up? Senior Niu said, Well, no. But I see your talent is passable, and I wanted to remind you not to choose something beyond your abilities just to show off. Another disciple said, Exactly. He does not know his limits. How could a spirit realm cultivator possibly survive in such a dangerous place? A blind man added, for such a place, at minimum, you need to be a prodigy like senior brother Jibo. He is really overestimating himself. Another commented, if he participates in the trial, our sword sect will lose all faith. A system notification appeared. Receive psychological mockery. Soul +5. Another system notification appeared. Receive psychological mockery. Soul +5. Xiaonan thought to himself, nice. It has been a while since I improved my soul. Let us add fuel to the fire and farm some experience. Xiaonan said, what? Being weak means I cannot sign up? If all cultivators were like you, who would step forward when the sect faces danger? I shall go forward against thousands. I will fight for this competition spot. Xiaonan thought to himself, come on, mock me all you want. Senior Niu said, I did not expect you to have such sincere dedication. I have underestimated you. A boy said, darn, why do I feel so fired up? A purple-haired man said, although senior brother Xiao's cultivation is low, his mindset is really amazing. His friend, fire in his eyes, said, should we also gather our courage and try? Xiaonan, shocked, thought to himself, wait, what? Where is the mockery? Where are the soul points? These people actually believed me? A man said, cultivation is not achieved through lip service. A mere spiritual energy level 6, and you think you can compete for a spring trial spot? Xiaonan said, who are you? He introduced himself and said, Ling Qiu, half a step into the Qi refining realm. 7 newcomers have already entered the Qi refining realm, and I will be the 8th. Xiaonan said, so I just need to defeat you to participate in the trial, right? Ling Qiu laughed and said, ha ha ha, with your mediocre wind sword technique? Xiaonan said, 1 week later, at the arena. Ling Qiu said, fine. Since you want to compete, I will cripple you. At the Tai Chi Sacred Sect Arena, as the crowd watched, the master of Nalanguor watched and said, Xiaonan. She remembered Xiaonan saying, I, Xiaonan, have waited 500 years to finally have a chance to avenge my humiliation and send you all to the underworld with my own hand. The master of Nalanguor said, who would have thought that Xiaonan would become a sword immortal 500 years later and destroy our Taishang sacred sect? What is even more unexpected is that I have been reborn 500 years in the past. The announcer said, Nalanguor, victory. Nalanguor suddenly rushed to her master and said, Master, thanks to you teaching me the heaven-grade technique, Red Dust Sword Scripture, I was able to defeat a senior brother 3 realms higher than myself. The master of Nalanguor thought to herself, still about Xiaonan and Nalanguor's broken engagement. By my calculations, Xiaonan should be making a name for himself at the sword sect by now. For the future of the Tai Chi sacred sect, it would be best to eliminate him now. But this kid has already joined the sword sect. Acting rashly would certainly provoke the sword sect's intervention. If I fail, we might repeat the same tragedy. Nalanguor said, confused, Master. The master of Nalanguor jumped towards her and said, Guor, regarding your marriage with Xiaonan, is there any possibility of reconciliation? Nalanguor said, Master, why do you suddenly mention that waste? The master of Nalanguor thought to herself, perhaps I can repair relations between the Tai Chi sacred sect and Xiaonan while he is still developing. Nalanguor said, after all, it was just a broken engagement letter. Master has said that I am a heaven-gifted talent. When I broke off the engagement, I made a clean break with him. There is absolutely no possibility between me and that waste. The master of Nalanguor said, I heard that Xiaonan was once a genius, and it is not impossible for him to rise again. Although your engagement has been annulled, it is better to leave some room and not make the relationship too tense. Nalanguor said, he will rise again. Master, could it be that you have heard he joined the sword sect, and you are afraid of the sword sect, so you want me to please that way? The master of Nalanguor suddenly burst with power and said, how dare you? You have become increasingly presumptuous. I naturally have my own considerations. Nalanguor knelt down sweating and said, disciple knows her mistake. She thought to herself, Xiaonan, that waste is just a stain on my life. Sooner or later I will erase you with my own hands. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.